Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers. Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events, with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.
Jeremiah Deenan, John Stokes, Josh McCall, Kyle Jefferson, Lamar Chatterford, Louis Heck, Luke Marcano, Michael Landis, Matt Ruska, Pete Willifett, Rick Mueller, Tom Jonah, Troy Blodgett, Tyler Lahan, and Tyler Barker. The team writer for tonight is David Leonard. For tonight's game, officials are neutral and licensed by the WAA based on their proven ability to officiate competition at this level properly. Tonight's officials are Robert Nolan, Justin Gilmore, Matt Nicholas, Jared Taggart, and Michael Wilkie. The Big 8 Conference is committed to excellence and support for athletics. We seek to maintain an inclusive culture that fosters equitable participation. We expect all parties to show respect and grace and afford humanizing practices to support athletic competitions. Please positively enjoy the event, and we thank you for your support. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the 2025 season opener and non-conference matchup of Oconomowoc and your Verona area Wildcats. At this time, we would ask those who can to please stand with your hats, presenting our nation's flag. Please welcome Verona's American Legion, Post 385. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask that you place your hand over your heart for the singing of our national anthem, performed by Madison Area Music Association Artist of the Year and Core Knowledge Middle School 7th grader Paige Flavor.
And tell them that you're with me.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets rattled, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
With that, we welcome you in. Good evening, fans.
Live in Verona, Wisconsin tonight. It is Verona taking on Oconomowoc in non-conference action here on Battle Lines. Glad you can join us. It was a rainy day around south central Wisconsin today, but it has not dampened the enthusiasm of these two teams, nor has it dampened the spirits of these crowds that are out here today supporting both from Oconomowoc and Verona. Verona, last week you saw it right here on Battle Lines, falling to Sun Prairie East High School by a final of 28-21 in a hard-fought contest. Oconomowoc, on the other hand, got their season off in fine fashion, beating Pulaski 38-14. And so we do think we do have a pretty good matchup for you here tonight of two teams that are also pretty young as well. We'll get into that as the game goes along. Last week it was Joe Miller calling. My name's Rich Reynolds, pinch hitting today for you, and hopefully you're going to enjoy this matchup brought to you tonight by Draft House. Miller's and Cardinal Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. So both teams getting set to get this thing kicked off, as it was Oconomowoc that won the toss. They elected to defer, so they are kicking off to Verona as we are just about set for football. I got to tell you, it couldn't be a better football night in late August here in Wisconsin. You never know what you're going to get. And normally in these August football games, it's 85, 90 degrees and humid. It's about 64 degrees right now, cloudy skies, some patchy sun still getting through. Lights here have not taken full effect as of yet, but it's a good night to get out there and do some hitting. And both of these teams should be ready for it. It is a turf field, which means that it should hold up pretty well even with the rain all day long. Sometimes these turf fields can get a little bit slick at first, but they got a really good draining system under there that usually means that we're going to have some good footing for our game tonight. Oconomowoc, all white with the navy numbers. Verona in the black uniforms with the orange numbers and orange and white trim. And we are just about set for football as a kickoff going left to right on your screen, fielded way down at the 1 yard line and across the 20 and up ahead of the 25, out close to the 30 yard line. On the return is Kaysen Gennon, and so 1st and 10 for the Verona Wildcats, setting up at their own 29 yard line. Verona again, tough game last week here at home, falling to Sun Prairie East. As Verona takes the field, it is indeed Emmett Vukabrot who is going to be at quarterback. Vukabrot, a 5'11", 175-pound junior, did get a little banged up in last week's game, but is out there to start with a 3-wide set against this Oconomowoc defense. And on 1st down, handoff over the left side, and there is not much there. Maybe a yard or two. For the run around the play is Jax Wepking. In fact, give Wepking just 1 yard on the carry. Wepking last week was the leading rusher as far as yards go. 6 carries, 50 yards for Wepking, but just a gain of 1 trying the left side of that stout Oconomowoc defense. Oconomowoc only gave up 14 points last week against Pulaski, and that came after the game was well decided. In the 4th quarter, 2nd down, penetration by the defensive line, but getting through and fighting for yards and finding a 1st down over the left side is Asher Grady. Give Grady a gain of 9. And it is a 1st down for Verona. Going right back at it quickly, left side again, as that's where they're running to, and it's Grady once again who is going to pick up another 8 yards. Verona wasting no time at all here on offense, and now a whistle and a timeout by Oconomowoc. And why don't we take it with them? Verona pushing the tempo here early, just getting started, 10:47 left 1st quarter. No score on Battle Lines.
Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.
That you would not believe the setup that we got up here in the press box in Verona, and a 3-camera shoot going on as well. But I love the creativity of Battle Lions as these pictures look really good as we are bringing you this ball game, just getting started. So grab that popcorn, settle in as a 4 wide receiver set now for Verona. They are going to hand it off though once again, and again working on the left side, and just short of the 1st down. That time is going to be Wepking for a gain of 1. Defensively in on the tackle for Oconomowoc. I believe that was Mellis. It might have been Brightsman over there as well. A little bit harder now, so I'm doing this game solo. I'm used to doing the play-by-play, and then the color guy's going to watch the defense and give me all those tackles. So I got to get used to it. New setup here, so I'll do my best to get those names in there for you. Third and a little bit less than a yard. Again, handoff, and again to the left side, and again a first down for Verona. Second first down on the drive as a pickup of 4 on the play for Wepking. Clock running inside of 10 minutes first quarter. Verona opening drive of the ball game. 2 first downs so far. And since the timeout, they have come back and have slowed things down here a little bit. 2 wide receivers. Fullback in motion. And under center is Vukabrat, and he will hand to Wepking. This time going to the right side. Nothing is there. Maybe a gain of a yard for Wepking. Wepking's had some tough sledding here so far. 4 carries, just 7 yards. For Jax Wepking, a 5'10", 160-pound junior. Told you this team was young. It is a lot of juniors. In fact, it's junior dominant, especially in the skill positions for the Wildcats. Ball resting just about midfield, right in the middle of that big paw. 2nd and 9, and Vukabrat now is going to pass for the first time. First read's not there, rolls right, does have a man out in the flat. The flag down on the play as well. As on the far side, it looks like there was Erdman on the catch, but a holding call is going to bring everything back. So a nice job that time by Vukabrat. His original read was not there. Bought himself some extra time, rolled right, was able to find Erdman. But it's all for naught, as our first penalty of the ball game is going to march off 10 yards against the Wildcats. So the refs will put it down back on the 42-yard line of Verona. Oconomowoc packs him in tight defensively. 2 deep safeties the rest of the way. 3 wide receiver look with 2 of them off to the right side. Now a draw play and some room there. Straight up the middle and gashing the defense up to the 50-yard line goes Grady on the carry. Give Grady a gain of 8. 25 yards already on 3 carries for Asher Grady. Grady, a 5'9", 205-pound junior. And 5'9", 205 is stout. That's a low center of gravity bowling ball that you're trying to tackle coming through the line there. Again, Verona will spread out that Raccoon defense. 3rd down and 10. Wildcats looking to keep the drive going. Erdman rolling right. Now is going to take off. He's across the 45 on the far sideline. I think he got it. They're going to mark him right at the 40. And it does appear that he has a first down. If they put it down right there on the 40-yard line, well, it's going to maybe come up a half-yard short. Wow. So Vukabrat, nice run there on 3rd down. Got 9 yards. And so it's going to be 4th and 1, and Verona is going to go for it. Ball resting right on the 40-yard line. They need to get to about the 39.5 QB sneak. Vukabrat is going to carry, and it looks like he's got it, and he's got it by plenty. So down to the 36, give Vukabrat 4 yards. And another Verona first down. 3 first downs here on the drive, all on the ground. Vukabrat without an attempt yet. The one attempt that he did have was called back by a holding penalty. But the Wildcats able to overcome that holding call and keep the drive alive. The ball now on the 36-yard line of Oconomowoc. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right, I formation behind Vukabrat. Wepking is the deep back, and he is going to get the carries. Once again, they test there. 5-yard pickup on first down. And it'll be 2nd and 5. Verona on the ball quickly again to Wepking. Looks like the exact same play. Able to slip a couple of tackles across the 30 down to the 28. Wepking already with 6 carries in the game. He only had 6 carries all last week against Sun Prairie. Grady checks back in. Excuse me, it's actually Gennon on the carry, 21. And so 3rd down now, 2 yards to go for a fresh set of downs for Verona. I formation, 3 wide. There's Wepking on the carry, turns it upfield and got it to the 26-yard line, maybe 25 and a half. That is going to be good enough for the 4th first down on the drive for the Wildcats.
First down, Verona.
Four first downs for Verona. Keeping the drive going. It's the opening drive of the game. The Wildcats have controlled the clock all quarter long, and they keep it going. The handoff over that left side. Nothing doing, though, for Grady, who's going to get bottled up quickly. Brightsman on the tackle there for Oconomowoc. Platt Brightsman, a 6'1", 280-pound junior, and he has been taking up some space over there, even with Verona working on him. 4 carries, 25 yards so far on the game for Asher Grady. 2nd down, a full 10 to go, 3 wides, and out of the shotgun formation, Vukabrat calling out the signals. Rolls right, looking for a receiver. Is going to throw long towards the end zone, and on a diving attempt is incomplete. A flag, though, is on the ground around the 10-yard line, as there was some contact downfield. I think from this angle, a lot of the Verona faithful thought that that was a catch. Believe that was Erdman that was stretching out for it. But a flag is down, and we'll see how this call is going to go. So it is going to be holding on the defense, and that is going to give Verona yet another first down. So a good-looking first drive for the Wildcats. Ball was on the 27. They are going to mark it all the way down at the 17. 10-yard penalty against Oconomowoc. And 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. Impressive start for Andrew Riley's Verona Wildcats. So actually not an automatic first down. They're going to mark it just a yard shy of a first down. Vukabrat's going to work out of the shotgun and was going to give on a counter to Wepking, but before that a whistle blew, and it looks like it's going to be another penalty against Oconomowoc. It is offsides against the Raccoons, and so there's the yardage necessary for the 5th first down of the drive for the Wildcats. Verona last week put 21 points up on the board. Vukabrat did have a touchdown pass in the game. Also threw a pick in that game against Sun Prairie East a week ago. So 1st and 10, ball's on the 12. That means the Wildcats can get a first down without a touchdown here. Offset I behind Vukabrat, 2 wide receivers. And the give, nope, it's going to be play action, rolling right and wide open and into the end zone for a touchdown. I believe that is 87, Gabe Weisensell. And a good play fake as you look on the replay there, showing that football to the right, finding the tight end coming back the other way. And a 12-yard touchdown strike for Vukabrat to Weisensell. What an impressive first drive for the Wildcats as they will add the extra point with 4:35 remaining in the first quarter of play. It's Verona 7, Oconomowoc nothing, and you are watching Prep Football on Battle Lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers.
Love that commercial for Miller's Supermarket. If you have never shopped at Miller's, I got to tell you, you got to go there. It reminds me of like that old area grocer that you would have back in the day. Not one of those chains at all, but a family-owned supermarket, and just a fantastic shopping experience at Miller's, and we do appreciate them being on board for this one. And so far, they're smiling, and so are the rest of the Wildcats, with a 7-0 lead as a kickoff is going to be taken right at the goal line and tripped up before getting back to the 20 is Brecken Callahan. So here comes Oconomowoc, 38 points up on the board last week for the Raccoons, and one name that we are expecting to call a lot is Alex Serafin. Serafin, a 5'10", 200-pound senior tailback who last week just went off. 23 carries, 188 yards. That's 8.2 per carry if you're doing some quick math, and 4 touchdowns for Oconomowoc. Quarterback is Austin Munzel. Munzel, working out of the shotgun, is going to give it to Serafin straight ahead, and he will plow up to the 20-yard line. And a good gain that time by Serafin, 5 yards on first down. Oconomowoc was run heavy last week, and I heard from everybody they would like to be run heavy again. Talked about that kind of a bowling ball running back. That's what Serafin is. 5'10", 200. That's hard to hit. That could punish a defense as a swing pass out to the right side. Big gain across the 30 and 35 for Griffin Rohde. Give Rohde 15 yards on the swing pass by Munzel. And a first down for the Raccoons. Offense last week for the Raccoons looked like a well-oiled machine against Pulaski. And they're looking for more of the same here this week. 3 wide receivers, all to the left, tight end to the right. High snap, but Munzel able to hand off to Serafin. It just keeps powering through, taking several Wildcat tacklers with him up across the 35 to the 38-yard line, and a pickup of 3 for Serafin. Type of back that can really wear out of defense, as can that really big offensive line for Oconomowoc. They are heavy up front. 3 wide receivers out of the shotgun. Munzel fires left side into the ground. Diving attempt there by Cooper Mao, but the ball was low. And so now it's going to bring up a long third down. 3rd and 7 from the 38-yard line.
It's 3rd and 7.
Trips again. It's actually going to be now, it's 3 wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end also to the right side. Coming in motion is Rhodey. Looking that way was the quarterback. Munzel gets buried. Sacked back at the 29-yard line. A loss of 7 on the play as Munzel goes down after a good rush straight up the middle by Verona, and Oconomowoc is going to be forced to punt after getting just 1 first down on their opening drive. So you could not script a better start for the Verona Wildcats here tonight. 2 receivers deep on this upcoming punt. Both of those Wildcats back at the 35-yard line. Good snap, punt on the way, high end over ender, driving back, and a fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats will set up shop for their second drive of the night. Again, just want to take a quick sec to thank all of our sponsors here for tonight's ball game. Cardinal Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Miller Supermarket, and Draft House as well. 2:21 remaining first quarter, 7-0 Verona over Oconomowoc. Wildcats with 5 first downs on their opening drive. They open up with 3 wide receivers. Out of the pistol is Vukabra. He will hand it off, and boy, the Wildcats love running to the left side, and why not? Good gain, 11 yards that time for Grady. And a first down. 5 carries, 36 yards on the night so far for Asher Grady. At this point, I'm thinking if you're the Oconomowoc defense, that you want to look at your right side of the defense because the ball keeps seeming to find its way over there. Verona runs left and left and left some more. And of course on cue they will run it to the right side, and it's a big hole opening up once again. And they'll move the chains after the carry by Grady. Another 11 yards. And across the 50-yard line to the 48 now. And Verona on the ball quickly, pushing the tempo once again. Again, a 3 wide receivers set. Erdman to the near side and over the left side. A cutback run across the 45 down to the 44 is Grady. And a pickup of 4 on first down. Grady now 7 carries, 51 yards. All of that here in the first quarter. So defensively for Oconomowoc now, they're going to have to stiffen up. Verona won on nearly an 8-minute drive for their first drive. Oconomowoc came out, did get 1 first down, but they turned that ball back over, or punted it over quickly. And so Verona's offense now is setting the pace, and it's that offensive line, especially on the left side, that is doing that, as this time the carry is by Ginnon, and he will bring it down to the 40 on a pickup of 4, bringing up 3rd and short. Verona hasn't gotten big chunk plays. What they've done, they just keep moving the sticks. And that's the kind of offense that could really wear a defense out as the night goes on. As we talked about earlier, nice night for football. It could be really hot in August in Wisconsin, so this is pleasant. 3rd down and 2 from the 40-yard line. I formation. The deep back is pushed down. That is Gennon. Ran into his own player. That was the left tackle there, McIntosh. And falling back to the 41, so a loss of a yard on the play. Will bring up 4th down and 3 when we return for quarter number 2. 1 quarter in the books. It's 7-0 Verona on Battle Lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers.
Mitch McDowell right by my side and doing everything here tonight. He's got cameras, he's got the graphics, he is running the replays, all of it. As we are back out here at Verona Area High School, Rich Reynolds up in the press box with you. Game 2, week 2 of the prep season here in Wisconsin and Verona. A 7-0 lead over Oconomowoc after 1, and they have a 4th and 3 from the 41-yard line of Oconomowoc to start off this second quarter. Verona has controlled the ball throughout. A long drive and looking to keep this one going on their second drive. Pass by Vukabrad is caught for a first down up to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the strike by Vukabrad. That time able to hit Knutson for the first down. 8 first downs for Verona to 1 for Oconomowoc. 7-0 our score. Ball resting at the 34-yard line of the Raccoons. I formation, 3 wide receivers. Play action. Vukabrad is thinking about going long. Instead, will pull it back down and slides down after a loss of 2. So on the play action, it looked like Vukabrad might have had a receiver deep, thought better of it, pulled it back, and it'll set up second down and 12 after the junior quarterback slid safely and out of harm's way at the 36-yard line. It is a blackout night, by the way. All of the Verona students dressed in black over in the student section. As Vukabrad rolling right, looking to pass again, throws too high as he overshot his intended target, Erdman. There's also a flag down in the backfield, and we'll see what the call is there. There was some pressure that was coming from Vukabrad's left side. It is going to be a hold against Verona, and we'll see if that's going to be accepted. They are indeed going to push the Wildcats back. Second holding penalty against the Wildcats. And now it is going to bring up a 2nd and 22. The ball at the 46-yard line. Long way to go here for Verona. Out of the shotgun. Vukabrad's got 3 wide receivers, also has a back to his left side, sets up in the pocket. Screen is coming, and it is dropped. Looked like it might have been a catch and a drop by Gennon, but instead it's just waved off as incomplete. First incompletion on the night for Vukabrad. Now 1 for 3 for 12 yards. Did have a couple of other incompletions, though. Penalties kind of wiped those out. So 3rd and 22. It was actually a pretty good call there by Coach Riley and his staff to go for the screen on that 2nd and long. Let's see if they replicate something like that or a draw play here on 3rd and 22. That's what coaches usually like in these situations. Oconomowoc playing a very deep shell. Vukabrad is going to settle in the pocket, has time, looks right, has a man and just missed him. Wide open with a chance of getting a first down was Maddox Bodo, a tight end. And I'm not sure if he just missed it or Vukabrot missed it. But if he makes that catch, it is most likely a first down. Instead, fourth down, the drive is stalled. And Verona's setting up to punt. Low snap picked up there, though, and a short kick is going to bounce, though, and take a good Wildcat bounce inside the 10-yard line, still rolling all the way down to the 6-yard line. So a long field coming up for Oconomowoc, trailing 7-0. Coming back out for their second drive of the night. Again, we thank you for joining us here on Battle Lines. Second week of the football season. Both teams still just finding out who they are before they hit conference play, which will start next week, and we'll get into those schedules a little bit later on as well. Oconomowoc out of the Classic 8 Conference. Big 8 Conference for Verona. Handoff right side, and Seraphin going to get good yardage on first down up ahead to the 14-yard line. Pickup of 8 for Seraphin. 3 carries, 16 yards so far for the senior tailback. Munzel out of shotgun. Is looking to his left, has a receiver up across the 20 to the 21-yard line, and a strike to Brady Kittrip. Gain of 7 and a first down for Oconomowoc. Munzel now 2 of 3 for 22 yards for Brady Kintip. I think I might have said Kintrip before. Kintip, a 6 foot, 185-pound senior wide receiver, his first catch of the night. High snap, play action, and a strike delivered left side. Flag flies as Cooper Mao gets across the 30 near a first down, but it might be coming back. There was a block out on that edge, and I'm not sure if we might have had a hold or a clip, something in that vicinity. Well, it's just going to be an illegal formation. So a 5-yard penalty wipes out a 10-yard strike to Mao, as Oconomowoc will now have a 1st and 15. Again, the Raccoons racked up 38 points last week against Pulaski. They're going to get something close to that. They're going to have to get some yardage in chunks here against this Wildcat defense. 1st and 15. Shotgun once again for Munzel. Munzel looking to throw. Again, a quick hitter out to Mao. He dropped it. Had it in his hands, got hit, and it fell out. Hit applied by Joe Seelan, a junior linebacker, and it's going to be 2nd down. Munzel last week, 13 of 18, 145 yards, and a pick. But that 72.2% completion percentage, that's pretty darn good, no matter what level of quarterback that you're playing. Off to a 50% start here, 2nd and 15. Give is going to be to Seraphin, skips one tackler, out across the 20, and a gain of 4. But a flag once again on the ground, and that's in that area of holding. So it's either going to be 3rd and 11 or 2nd a lot more. Nope. Check that. It is a face mask. And a 5-yard face mask at that. So give Seraphin a gain of 4. Another 5 yards tacked on already. The 3rd penalty against Verona for 25 yards. Each team has been flagged 3 times. So 2nd, and we'll call it 6 from the 25-yard line. Receiver in motion, dropping back. Munsell throws a strike to the crossing receiver across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 11 on the play to Rhodey, and then a flag flew as well, and that might be a late hit out of bounds. Believing this is going to stand for a pickup of 11 yards. As the ref's talking it over, there's been a lot of laundry on the field already. This is already the 7th time that we've had a penalty in the game. So it is a personal foul and a late hit. So that'll be tacked on to the completion. So Verona shooting themselves in the foot here tonight. 4 penalties already, and we still have 8.5 minutes until halftime. Good look at the battle lines right there. Offense versus defense as under center this time. Turning around, Munsell's going to give it to Seraphin over the right side. And a pickup of about 3 yards on first down. Thing about this is that the Wildcats know that Seraphin's going to get the ball. Oconomowoc knows that Seraphin's going to get the ball. Everybody knows. The fans know everything else. The positive here for the Raccoons is that he is still finding yardage. So 2nd and 7. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Out of the shotgun now. Munsell surveys, rolls right, has a man. First down and more, spinning ahead up to the 30 and down to the 29-yard line is Kintup. Pick up of 14 yards on the play. And the 5th first down of the night for Cooney. They'll move the chains once again. Munsell now is 4 for 6 for 47 yards. Verona offensively getting it done on the ground. Oconomowoc getting it done through the air. Tight end in motion and a false start over on the right side. As I think they are going to get Patrick, hoping I'm saying his name right, is it Raker? Patrick Roker? Roker, yeah. 72, the right tackle, 6'4", 305 pounds. Boy, it's too bad for the offensive linemen. They don't get to hear their names at all unless something bad has just happened. For Roker, he just got going a little bit too early. So 1st and 15 now from the 35-yard line. Tight end in motion. Gives going to be to Seraphin up the middle. He is bottled up before getting to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 on the play. As that Verona defense again is really keying in on the Oconomowoc tailback. You see swarming defense on the replay right there. Great shot from field level. Looks beautiful. Other thing that works pretty good here, they do have the LED lights on this field. And if you're not familiar with them, tell you a little bit more about them as it's 2nd down and 16. Pass to the left side, room there, and a flag flies. So the pass was complete to Rhodey, but it looks like Verona is going to push Oconomowoc back further as we might have had a hold out on the edge. Boy, nothing will frustrate a coaching staff more than those flags flying. And there have been plenty of them so far in this ballgame. Indeed, it is a hold, and so another 10-yard penalty against Oconomowoc. 5th accepted penalty against the Raccoons tonight. for 35 yards. Ball goes all the way back to the 45. Cooney needs to get to the 21. So basically 24, 25 yards to go here on second down. 3 wide receivers. Munzel fumbles the snap, still gets it to Serafin, and Serafin has room. Busts through the line down to the 32, a pickup of 13 yards. As that could have been disaster right there, as the ball was bobbled as Munzel turned around from under center, but you see able to get it to Serafin, who runs over a tackler and picked up 13 yards, and now it's 3rd and 12, which actually sounds manageable from where Oconomowoc was at. Clock continues to run inside of 5.5 minutes, still halftime. Verona holding on to a 7-0 lead, showing blitz. It is coming, play action. Munzel is able to find a receiver across the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. As the slant that time goes to Mao, and a pickup of 16 yards and a first down. First catch for Cooper Mao. And so what was 2nd and 25 is converted by the Raccoons. Best drive of the night so far for Oconomowoc. 7 first downs so far in the ballgame. Give us to Serafin, and number 0 got 0 on that carry. Met right at the line of scrimmage and driven back, as it'll be 2nd and 10. 8 carries, 35 yards so far for Alex Serafin. Again, Serafin with 188 last Friday night against Pulaski. Finding it a little tougher going here against this Wildcat defense. 2nd and 10. Again, the Wildcats showing blitz, high snap, but Munzel able to get it, and the pass is going to be caught out of bounds as Mao was open, caught it at about the 12-yard line, but it looked like he had a foot right on the line, and there was a ref that was right there on the spot and called it incomplete right away. So now 3rd and 10. Oconomowoc has converted on 3rd and 12 on this drive, a drive that started all the way back at their own 6. You remember that rolling punt that Verona had that made this a long field for Oconomowoc, but they have responded so far on a long drive here. 3rd and 10, rolling right, Munzel looking right, he is going to run for it, slips the tackle across the 10, he is going to be shy of the first down. Maybe a gain of 7 there for Munzel, and I thought that he had the receiver out on the right side, but elected not to throw it, took it himself. It's going to be 4th down, calling a long 3, almost 4 yards, and Oconomowoc's going to go for it. Kicking wise, it is Serafin who is the kicker, and he was 2 for 4 on extra points last week, so I don't think the kicking game is a strength of the Raccoons, so they're going for it here. 4th down and 4 from the 11. Munzel, a long count, gives to Serafin left side. He's not going to get there. Bottled up immediately, no gain on the play. The Verona defense stiffens and denies Oconomowoc. So with 3:10 left to go until halftime, Cooney turns it over on downs, and it is going to be Verona football. Again, thank you to our sponsors tonight, Draft House Restaurant, Miller's Supermarket, Cardinal Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. In fact, why don't we hear from one of them right now? We'll step aside. There's an injury on the field. 3:10 left in the second quarter. Verona 7, Oconomowoc breaks the tackle lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers.
Always amazed when you see the students of this day and age doing the Macarena. The Macarena was out before any of them were born. 3 minutes, 10 seconds until halftime. 7-0 Verona. Is that injury hopefully not too serious, as Oconomowoc player ran off the field, so that is a good sign. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Vukabrat looking right, and now pressure. He's in the end zone, throws it away, and man, oh man, that is close to grounding. The lucky thing is, I do believe there was a receiver in the area, was Weisensell, because otherwise it definitely appeared like Vukabrat was throwing that ball away. And if Weisensell doesn't come back, that's grounding in the end zone and a safety. So 2nd and 10, as it becomes a harmless play. Vukabrat has missed on his last 3. 2 for 5 for 19 yards and a touchdown. But the Wildcats now with 89 yards to go to pay dirt. Double coverage out on the right side. Vukabrat looking again to throw. Has a man across the 20 to the 21-yard line and close to a first down. As that is Connor on the catch, and they are indeed going to move the sticks on a 10-yard strike. Jackson Connor, a 6'4" wide receiver, a senior. That's a big target for Vukabrat, and he was able to find him for first down yardage. Inside of 3 minutes now until halftime, and a give over the right side, and good room that time for Grady, as he was able to barrel ahead for 6 yards. 57 yards on the ground so far tonight for Asher Grady. Second down, they're going to give it to him again. This time he's met right past the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. Clock continuing to run. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 with less than 2 minutes here until halftime. Oconomowoc with 2 timeouts. The Wildcats have all 3 of theirs, and both coaches right now seemingly content with letting this clock run down. If it wasn't such a short 3rd down to pick up, Coach Logie might have called a timeout for Oconomowoc, and this is why you don't. As a first down run over the left side. 5 yards for again, and 10th first down for Verona, and they move the chains. Vukabrat looking to the sidelines now. 80 seconds until halftime. Out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, single setback, and the give is going to be to him left side, and not much doing there for, I believe that is Gennon on the carry. And now a timeout is called by Verona. Why don't we take it with them? 70 seconds until halftime. 7-0 Verona on Battle Lines.
Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events, with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.
By the way, I don't know what looks better, the menu or the venue. Draft House Bar and Restaurant, fantastic. If you haven't been there in Verona, great place to go watch a game. They have got some big screens, and if you can tell by watching that commercial, I'm talking big screens. It's going to be a 2nd and 7. Ball on the 36-yard line of Verona. The Wildcats up 7-0 and looking to add on a few more points here before halftime. Game that has seen long drives from both teams, but only one score so far. Quick moving ball game as well, even with all the penalties that normally would slow a game down. 2nd and 7, Vukobrot camps out in the pocket. Double clutches, now has a receiver, and it's dropped. Would have been a first down. Instead, it falls incomplete. Clock will stop as well at 1:04, and now brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 7. Oconomowoc so far not doing like Verona's defense. Verona's defense has been very aggressive. A lot of blitzes, a lot of man coverage. Oconomowoc, we're seeing a lot of zone. Kind of that bend, don't break defensive look from the Raccoons. And they're in an umbrella kind of defense here. Deep shell. Only one player with their hand on the ground as far as a down lineman. They rush 3 on 3rd and 7. Plenty of time for Vukobrot. Now rolling right, looks, has a man across the 50. It is Gennon to the 48-yard line. And a pickup of 16 yards and another first down. Four for 8, 55 yards for Vukobrot. And so now 1st and 10 at the 47 of Oconomowoc. Well, when you only rush 3, it does give the quarterback some time. And Vukobrot was able to use it, and eventually somebody got open for him. Out of the shotgun, Vukobrot rolling right, looking for a receiver, still looking. Now is going to take off, run it himself, and bring it across the 45-yard line. And a pickup of 3 for Vukobrot, and more importantly, maybe he stops the clock. As Vukobrot with 19 yards on the ground here in the first half. 55 through the air, including a touchdown for the junior signal caller. He's got 3 wide receivers and a tight end, and Oconomowoc is going to use a timeout. So 50 seconds left in the first half. 7-0 Verona, as we'll step aside here on Battle Lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers.
Touch of fall in the air. I think they call this fake fall. It's not really autumn yet. This is fake fall, but we'll take it. Great night for football, and so far, good football game. Minus the flags, it has been very competitive. No turnovers in this one. A 7-0 Verona lead. Again, some long drives in this game. Verona with 11 first downs so far, but only 7 points on the board. They got 2 timeouts left here in the first half, trying to make something happen and get a few extra points. Oconomowoc will get the kickoff in the second half. So it's important that the Raccoons can stop them right here. And this time pressure is brought, and Vukobrot will go down. At the 49-yard line, a loss of 5 on the sack. And Verona is going to have to burn a timeout, their second one. Actually, I think it was Oconomowoc that they're signaling for the timeout. Let's see, we got 43 seconds left. I'm not sure that up here in the booth, if the guys running the scoreboard know exactly who took that timeout. Missed the signal on it. I thought they might have been pointing over to the Raccoons, although it would have been Verona that should have taken that timeout. As it stands, the Wildcats, again, looking for their first win of the season here in Week 2, losing 28-21 last week to Sun Prairie East. Sun Prairie Verona used to be a pretty good conference matchup before the two Sun Prairie schools split. And so now, 3rd down and 9. Big play coming up here for both teams. Verona looking to keep the drive alive, and Oconomowoc looking to stop them right here and receive that kickoff in the second half. Good time for Vukabomp, but he vacates the pocket, rolls left, and it is incomplete, dropped at the 41-yard line by Connor, and that is going to bring up a 4th down and 9, and I think that Verona is going to punt that ball away. They do indeed send out Maddox Bodo, the punter. Oconomowoc's not buying it. The Raccoons have nobody back to receive the punt. They are playing just basically what looks like a standard defense. So if there is a fake, it would be hard to run for Verona as the snap bobbled there for a second. Bodo is going to get another rolling punt all the way down to the 1-yard line. And with 22 seconds there, Oconomowoc's going to have to start the drive from inside the 1. And the only thing about this now, I mean, if you're Oconomowoc, you got to snap that ball and get it out of the end zone. You're going to have to fall forward at the very least. So you would think a QB sneak. The thing about it is, I mean, you just don't want to bobble that snap. So many things can go wrong. Again, we had a lot of rain in the area today. Not a lot, I mean, drizzle, but it rained for most of the day. So the ball could be a little bit wet. It has not played a factor so far tonight. Seemingly idyllic conditions. Defense and offense packed in tight from the 1-yard line. And again, yeah, it's just Munzel going forward, getting a good push, actually going to bring it all the way out to the 6-yard line. So give Munzel 5 yards and then flags fly. Oh my goodness. Some late pushing and shoving. As you see, Munzel was able to find some room there and coming in. I'm not sure that was an Oconomowoc player that hit a Verona player in the back. Let's see what the call is. On the replay, it almost looked like that's what happened. And so a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, yep, against Oconomowoc. So it's going to be half the distance. So give Munzel a gain of 5. And then the penalty basically is 3.5 yards. And now with 3.7 seconds left, a timeout is going to be burned here. We'll keep it right here as we are just about at halftime. Coming up at halftime, you are going to be able to see the dance show that's going to be going on. Not sure if that Verona band then will come out as well. But we will keep it here at halftime as well. Also, chance for you maybe to run down some scores across high school and college football tonight. A lot of games last night. Of course, the Badger game was last night, a 17-0 win over Miami of Ohio. Not the most impressive Badger win, I think, that anybody's ever seen. But everybody still seems to be buzzing about Micah Parsons, so there's that. I don't think that the Badgers winning by only 17 against the Red Hawks is going to dampen any spirits. So final seconds here now. They actually put time back up on the clock. It was 13.9. Now the clock's going to be running. I don't even think Oconomowoc needs to snap it here. Munzel getting under center, but he does not need to snap the ball, and why would he? We have hit halftime. Our score, Verona 7, Oconomowoc nothing. Halftime show is coming up here on Battle Lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers. With nearly 5,000 chartered clubs and 2,000 sanctioned events nationwide, USA Wrestling provides safety, security, and opportunity to over 250,000 members of all ages, while providing a clear path from beginning wrestler all the way to Olympic champion. Be sure to visit joinusawrestling.com to become a member of USA Wrestling today. USA Wrestling, where Olympic journeys begin. Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events, with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.
Graduating 22 seniors from the conference champion Kiel Raiders with a whole new look. Graduating 22 seniors from
8 returning letter winners.
Hand it off to Berger on the right side and into the backfield. Brady Kienbaum, deep quarterback. Reineking's looking deep at the corner pattern near side. Great throw and an even better catch on the near sideline by Hankey. Reineke down the near sideline, throws it in the slot, and a catch is going to be made and then popped up. We have a fumble, or do we have no catch? There's caught originally by Jordan Hunke, but then the Raiders wrestle it away and they'll take over at their own 24-yard line. Ball on third down, throws a fade down the far side, throws it up for grabs, and a catch made for the Raiders into Falcon territory. Ryan Holtz. Looking right, a pen-pick block in front of him, now tries a rush out. Looking, throw, back the end zone, wide open! Touchdown, Kiel Raiders, Ryan Holtz. Good pressure in the backfield, the near one out on corner route, and it's going to be caught into Raider territory on the far sideline. Up for grabs, and it's going to be through the hands. Wonderful defensive play by Blake Gardner. Jet sweep pitch with blockers. 40-yard line, spin off a guy. There goes Colin Schwartz on the far side. Schwartz cuts it back inside the 35. Clock winds as soon as the chains get.
Cross to take on Central in Week 1. Central forced Wanakee to punt on their first possession. Benton Cralum covered the fumbled punt, and Wanakee opened the scoring when Eli Drangvet scored from a yard out. The Warriors scored again in the first quarter when Colin Murphy willed his way into the end zone from 4 yards out. Connor Groth found success early before the Wanakee defense
Sunbury East and Verona Wildcats coming off conference championship a season ago. Pass on 3rd and 14. Looking in the end zone, he's got a man wide open. Touchdown into Johnson. Broad pressure rolling to his right. He's got a lane. He's going to try and go and take it himself. Finally wrestled down hard. Little screen pass there to Jennett. And he's weaves through traffic. One man to beat. Finally brought down inside the 5. Back up inside his own end zone. Keep it on the ground and
had a rough start against Edgewood's New Berlin Eisenhower quarterback Jarrett Hall had a rough start against Edgewood's defense in a Week 1 non-conference matchup. Daniel Lee recorded a sack before Hunter Malota scored the game's first touchdown. Will Kelly found open space as Gannon Bagstad launched a 45-yard touchdown strike for a 17-0 lead. Ryland Port led a special teams with 123 return yards and kept Eisenhower from gaining any. Hall began to find success in the second quarter, connecting with Jacob Beal. He shortened the lead by a Spivey, who scored from a yard out. Hall, 263 yards and a touchdown, found Maxwell Klein in the second quarter, who carted the ball to the end zone from 45 yards out. Hunter Malota answered with his second touchdown before halftime for a 24-13 Crusader lead. In the third quarter, Carter Soma recovered a fumble before blocking a punt and returning the ball for a touchdown. Jacob Feely, who had 139 receiving yards, answered for the Lions with a 32-yard touchdown from Hall. Max Nemore hit Maxwell Klein for a 2-point conversion. Christopher Nimmer was in position on the preceding Lions kickoff to recover a well-placed kick, which the Lions turned into a field goal. Following a Luke Wensink interception, the defenses slowed the offensive gains. With 5 minutes left in the game, Hall found Nimmer to shorten the field, and Alex Warshaw scored from 6 yards, closing the gap 32-30. Edgewood answered with a Gannon Bagstad 17-yard touchdown. The Lions would run out of time on their final drive as the Crusaders would go on to win 39-30. Powerhouse Waunakee traveled to UW La Crosse to take on La Crosse Central in Week 1. Central forced Waunakee to punt on their first possession. Benton Cralum recovered the fumbled punt, and Waunakee opened the scoring when Eli Drangsfett scored from a yard out. The Warriors scored again in the first quarter when Colin Murphy willed his way into the end zone from 4 yards out. Connor Groth found success early before the Waunakee defense suffocated Central drives, led by a relentless McCoy Smith. Cole Krause connected with Cooper Johans for a 50-yard touchdown. Waunakee's defense added points when Sawyer Ellis read the play, intercepted the ball, and scored. Krause found Devontae Bacon wide open from 34 yards out to widen the lead.
Pass complete to Devontae Bacon.
Christian Rudrud launched a strike to Groth for a 37-yard touchdown. Andrew Masalam cashed in on an end around for a 38-yard touchdown.
Reverse ball to Andrew Masalam, who takes it in for the wannabe touchdown.
Aaron Trudell added a 15-yard score with the scout team in for the starters. Colton Tranel capped off the scoring with a 10-yard touchdown for a 55-6 Wanakee win.
Colton Tranel in for the wannabe touchdown.
Just about ready for the second half. Boy, the first half here in Verona, kind of disjointed. Rich Reynolds back out with you on a gorgeous late August night, week 2 of the prep season here in Wisconsin. 7-0 Verona leads in a battle that has been in the trenches and has been with the flags as well, as 5 penalties against Oconomowoc. Those for 43 yards. Then you have 4 penalties against Verona. Those were for 50 yards. And so both teams with a lot of yardage in flags that they've had to overcome, and it really has stalled out the drives. Oconomowoc with 2 drives. The third drive basically was with a few seconds left that started inside their one right before halftime. Verona with 3 drives. They scored on the first drive. So Verona came out, took the ball down the field predominantly on the ground, thanks to both Gennon and also Grady. But the play that came for the touchdown was Vukabrant on a pass to Weisensell, which made it 7-0. And the score has stuck since then, as both offenses have kind of sputtered out. Oconomowoc did get it down to the 11-yard line, went for it on 4th down and 4. They were not able to convert as they were turned away, and that's where it stands. So the opening drive touchdown by the Wildcats has stood up. It is 7-0 as we get ready for the third quarter. Oconomowoc will be getting the ball first, and talking to the coaching staff here in halftime, I think what you're going to see is a heavy dose of Alex Serafin in the second half. Serafin just 9 carries, 35 yards in the first half of play, coming off a game where he had 23 carries for 188 yards, and he did most of that in the first 3 quarters against Pulaski. So if you're looking for anything to happen in the second half, look for that. Munzel has also been pretty effective throwing the football. 5 of 8, 63 yards through the air. He has been efficient. The one thing that the game has lacked has been big plays. We have not had a play of 20 yards or more by either offense so far in this football game. So second half, here we go. Long kick is going to go right into the end zone. A touchback, and we will see the Raccoons start off with the ball on the 25-yard line. Make that the 20, that's right. This isn't college football, Rich. I know better. Speaking of college football, a lot of games going on tonight after yesterday's Badger home opening win. Florida International, that is, leading Bethune-Cookman 21-3 right now. It is Kennesaw State 9, Wake Forest 7, third quarter at Wake. By the way, Kennesaw State, I believe, was the lowest ranked FBS school last year. Looking to get off the schneid this year. Speaking of getting off the schneid, here is Serafin trying out the right side of the offensive line. Keeps pushing forward. Second effort's going to get him up to the 25-yard line. And a gain of 5 for Serafin. 10 carries, 40 yards for the senior tailback. Other college football action, Appalachian State leads at Charlotte. It's 27-3 third quarter. Michigan State 23, Western Michigan nothing. Late third quarter from East Lansing. Kansas looking to go 2-0. They lead Wagner 29-7. That game just got into the second half. Seraphin up the middle again, bounces off a tackler, finds first down yardage and more. Up ahead to the 34-yard line, a pickup of 10. And right on cue, I said we would see a heavy dose of Alex Seraphin here in the second half, and 2 carries for 14 yards. First down as well, 7 in the first half for Oconomowoc. Shotgun bunch set with trips left, and Seraphin will get the carry again, cuts it upfield across the 43 to the 44-yard line. And another nice gain, a pickup of 5 for Seraphin. Rolling right here to start this drive here in the second half. I think Oconomowoc kind of got away from the running game in spots in the first half. Munsell did throw the ball 8 times, although last week he threw it 18 times. They just had a whole lot of offensive plays last week against Pulaski. Second down and 5. Play action, throw, and a miss there as Kintup had come wide open on the slant on the right side, but that time Munsell let him too much, and now it's 3rd and 5. Well, play action was there. But this could be a case where sometimes you kind of outsmart yourself. The run has been working here in the second half. But now 3rd and 5. If you do run here, it's basically telling you that Oconomowoc's willing to go for it on 4th down. Any kind of positive gain would probably mean that. Ball just shy of the 40-yard line. Play action. Munsell throws, has a man, and it's dropped. Out in the flat. Pass was bobbled and dropped by Bussey, and now it's going to be 4th down and 5. And I think that is going to bring on the special teams in the punt unit, and it is. Wow, oh wow. You start off 3 carries, 19 yards on the ground, and then go to 2 pass plays. They both come up incomplete, and it stalls the drive out. So Cooney turned away here to start the second half. High snap on the punt, some pressure, and a short kick. Basically straight up in the air, bounces at the 45, straight up, and it's going to be down there. So a 15-yard punt. That is it. And not what you want to see out of the special teams, as with 9:58 remaining here in the third quarter. 7-0 Verona, as they will get their first drive of the second half, and they get great field position to start it at, right on the logo at midfield. Emmett Vukabrat in the first half, 4 of 8, 55 yards passing and a touchdown. Running the football, they were led by Asher Grady. 9 carries, 58 yards for Grady. I believe it's Gennon right now, though, who is the deep back on 1st and 10. 3 wide, under center is Vukabrat, and Gennon will try to bounce it out to the right side. He is dragged down right at the 45. Man, it almost looked like it was by the face mask, but instead it was actually Wepking on the carry. No gain, and it is 2nd down. So they're looking at the replay, maybe not the face mask, and more like the top of that jersey, and it just looked kind of awkward. Great job on the replay there. We get our field level camera, a couple of cameras up here in the booth right now, bringing you some amazing pictures as we line it up for 2nd down and 10. Vukabrat out of the pistol, 4 wide receivers, and a give straight up the middle, nothing doing. This time the Oconomowoc defense up to the challenge. Platt Breitzman and also Patrick Roker in on the tackle. That's nearly 600 pounds of beef right there providing the tackle. And so now 3rd and 10 as Verona finding no success on the ground here in the second half, after rushing collectively for nearly 90 yards in the first half. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right for Vukabrat. Out of the pistol. Drops back, has time, looks left, ball's tipped way up in the air and it'll fall incomplete. Wow, a lot of times that'll lead to an interception. Instead, it falls harmlessly, and Verona goes 3 and out with nary a yard gained in their opening drive after accumulating 11 first-half first downs. And that'll bring up a 4th down. A couple of receivers back deep for Oconomowoc. Got Brady Plock and also Max Basso back deep at about the 10-yard line. Bodo in on the punt. Good snap, gets it off, and high kick is going to bounce at about the 20 and continues to roll. Man, oh man, how many times has that happened for Bodo tonight? He gets it all the way down to the 4-yard line. Another perfect punt by Maddox Bodo, and a long field ahead for Oconomowoc. 96 yards to go to tie this game up, trailing 7-0. Serafin with 3 carries for 19 yards here in the second half. 12 carries, 59 yards overall, so just about 5 yards a pop for Serafin. But Oconomowoc still is yet to put a point up on the board against this stingy Verona defense. The Wildcats have been aggressive defensively, a lot of blitzing here tonight. Under center is Munzel, I formation. Serafin's going to cut it back up the middle, has room, and will bring it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A 13-yard gain on first down as Oconomowoc will move the chains. That just opened right up, and good vision that time by Serafin to be able to cut back and get the first down. Senior tailback, though, looking a little gimpy right now in the backfield as he is the deep back. Once again, out of the eye. Offset to the left, 2 wide receivers. Munzel under center. Play action, has time, looks deep, airs it out, and it's too long for Cooper Maw at the 45-yard line. Maw got hit as he was looking up for the ball, but no flag as it'll be second down. So Oconomowoc will run effectively and then do play action, but that play action has not produced dividends so far tonight. We're going through some college football scores. Halftime in the Big Ten, Illinois, the 12th ranked Illini, leading at home against Western Illinois, 31-0 down in Champaign. Out in Colorado, Deion Sanders' 3rd season with the Buffaloes. 10-10, Georgia Tech and Colorado, nearing halftime in that one. Auburn leads at Baylor 17-10. Screen to the left side. Cooper Maw is able to break a tackle and is still on his feet across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A pickup of 13 and a first down. First completion in the second half for Oconomowoc. Goes for a gain of 13 for Mao. Cooper now with 2 catches and 29 yards. This drive started at the 4-yard line, out to the 31 now for Oconomowoc. Fresh set of downs for Cooney. Some motion here to start the play. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, and a tailback, and Verona was drawn offside. Encroachment on the play is going to cost the Wildcats 5 yards. Fifth penalty, 45 yards marched off against the Wildcats, and now it's 1st and 5 for Oconomowoc at the 36-yard line. Rain starting to fall once again. So the rain stopped right before the game. This is the first time that we're actually seeing it here in the second half. Looks like a bit more than a mist out there. It's not exactly a downpour. Seraphin breaks through the line across the 45 to the 50, up ahead to the 45-yard line on a gain that time of 19 yards for Alex Seraphin, and now starting to see some holes here in the second half. Already the 4th first down for Oconomowoc in the second half of play on their second drive. Again, a drive that started from their own 4. They are now into Wildcat territory, 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 45-yard line. Alex Seraphin, 14 carries, 91 yards. And he's starting to see bigger and bigger holes, as this time brought down as he made his way up to about the 42. Gain of just 3 yards on first down. So 2nd and 7. Right off the top of the broadcast, I told you about the big offensive line for Oconomowoc. Got a guy like Jacob Vanderkoy at left tackle, 6'5", 300 pounds. They got a couple 300-pounders on that line. I don't care if it's high school, college, pros, 300 pounds is a big guy. And they can wear you out, and that's seemingly happening here in the second half. Seraphin is a bowling ball to bring down as well across the 40 to the 39. Barrels ahead for another 3. And 3rd down, and we'll call it 4 from the 39-yard line. Ref wiping off the football. In drizzle kind of coming down. Little bit more than a mist, and now the Verona crowd making some noise here. They have not been deterred by the rain. Not even actually a lot of umbrellas out. Everybody just enduring what's going on here. Play action, pressure on Munzel, throws on the run, and it's through the hands of his intended target at the 32-yard line. Would have been a first down. Instead, it's going to be 4th and 4, and I'm guessing Coach Logie and the Raccoons are going to stay out on the field. At least their offense. Well, I'm sure it's going to be some semblance of an 11-guy team out on the field. The offense is indeed going to stay out there as Munzel ran over to get the play. It is 4th and 4 from the 39. Big play here with 4:48 left in the third quarter. Oconomowoc trailing 7-0. A lot of fans on their feet. Rumble in the stands. Munzel goes right, throws out to the right, and the pass is caught for a first down at the 34-yard line. Kintop had to go down to his knees, kind of a diving catch, but it is good for a first down. Third catch for Kintop, 25 yards, none bigger than what he got right there on a low throw by Munzel, but it worked. Fresh set of downs for Oconomowoc at the 34-yard line of Verona. Rain now falling harder here in Verona. Give is going to be to Seraphin. Bounces out around the left side, breaks the tackle, falls forward to the 32, and a pickup of 2. Now 99 yards on the night for Alex Seraphin. Oconomowoc on the road tonight. Schedule-wise for Cooney coming up, they are going to be home for the next 3 contests, all in a row. Kettle Moraine, McWanago, and Marquette University. As play action, and the pass is complete. A strike from Munzel down at Kintop, down to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 13 and a first down. 4th catch of the night for Kintop. 6th first down here in the second half for Oconomowoc as the drive continues. They are all the way down to the Verona 20. Munzel thrown 50% tonight, 7 of 14, 86 yards. He has split that amongst 3 different receivers. Seraphin, the lone setback. He's going to get the carry up the middle and tripped up as he gets across the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Pickup of 2. Seraphin now over 100 yards, 101 on the unofficial tally so far. He's had a nice night, but still looking to pop that big run after a 4-touchdown night a week ago against Pulaski. Now the rain is letting up just a little bit, and just a fine mist hitting the turf field here in Verona. Rhodey in motion to the right side. Munzel looks that way, instead decides to run it, spins, and makes a nice move all the way down to the 5-yard line, and a pickup of 13 yards and a first down for Munzel. Take a look at this on the replay. Thought he was going to go right to Rhodey. We've seen that a couple of times. Instead, he holds it, and that spin move is what really propelled Munzel forward. Austin Munzel, the junior quarterback, making a nice play. And it is now 1st and goal from the 5. So far, a 91-yard drive for Oconomowoc. 2 wide receivers right. Seraphin up the middle, trying to plow ahead. The pay dirt is going to be held back at about the 3-yard line. Thought he might have had a little bit more momentum than that going forward. He did not. So 2nd and goal now, and the ball will rest at the 3. So the Raccoons just 9 feet away from tying this ball game up. Wildcat defense looking to stiffen here. They are packed in tight. Just 1 wide receiver to the left. Munzel under center. And instead it's going to be a direct snap to Seraphin. Tries the right side. Is he in? No. Thought he might have crossed the goal line. They're going to mark him just shy at the 1. And so now it is 3rd and goal from the 1. Kind of a Wildcat look that time. And it looks like that's what they're going to go with again. Seraphin standing at the 6. Everybody bunched in except for 1 wide receiver out to the left. The snap. Seraphin going straight forward. This time he's in for the tying touchdown. Well, maybe not tying it is 7-6. They still do need that extra point. I know in the college game it seems like a given. In the high school, you never know. In fact, last week, Oconomowoc was just 2 for 4 on extra point attempts. So we'll see if the Raccoons can convert here. Snaps down, kick is up. It is right through the uprights. And with 32 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, we are knotted up at 7 as we will take a break here on Battle Line.
Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.
It helps to be sitting next to the Oconomowoc coaches when you're up here, as Matt Cronenberg, number 99, a freshman kicker, just came on. I believe last week it was Seraphin that was kicking extra points, and so he was only 2 for 4, so they bring the freshman up, and he converts on a big extra point to tie it up here at 7, a 96-yard drive for Oconomowoc to get the tying touchdown. Most of it on the ground with Saravan Munzel with a couple of good passes, including a 4th and 4 conversion to Kintop on a diving catch on the far sideline that kept the drive alive. So now a 7-7 game, and the rain had let up, and now it's picking up again. So in the area here, I mean, this has been kind of a damp day. It had stayed dry until about 10 minutes ago. Rain expected to stop on my iPhone, it says, in 41 minutes. 62 degrees, feels a little bit colder because of the wind and the rain. Wind right now 6 miles per hour out of the east. It's kind of swirling, though. So we're seeing the rain go all over the place as a kickoff low line drive. Taken at the 6 and down right there. So in high school or college, when you go down to a knee, you are down. That ends the play. And so now that means Verona's got a long way to go. Well, Oconomowoc just had a 96-yard drive. Let's see if the Wildcats can answer with a 94-yarder to reclaim the lead. Just over 30 ticks left in the third quarter. We are tied at 7. What has been a good football game. I don't know if it's necessarily a defensive struggle. Maybe. The defenses have done a nice job of bending, not breaking, of not giving up big plays. That's what we've seen so far tonight. We'll see now if the rain causes any problems holding on to the football. Bouncing it outside and picking up about 6-7 yards on first down. I believe that is Wepking on the carry. Verona back over the ball again trying the left side. Nothing doing this time. So after a 7-yard gain, a 2-yard loss. And that is going to signal the end of the third quarter. So 3rd and long when we get back for Verona. Big play coming up as we are tied at 7. Verona and Oconomowoc here on Battle Lines.
With nearly 5,000 chartered clubs and 2,000 sanctioned events nationwide, USA Wrestling provides safety, security, and opportunity to over 250,000 members of all ages, while providing a clear path from beginning wrestler all the way to Olympic champion. Be sure to visit joinusawrestling.com to become a member of USA Wrestling today. USA Wrestling, where Olympic journeys begin. Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers.
Welcome back out to Verona High School. Rich Reynolds subbing for Joe Miller here tonight, and this has turned out to be a dandy of a football game. 7-7, Oconomowoc and Verona knotted up as we go to the fourth quarter. Verona faced with a 3rd, and actually they didn't mark Wepking back as far as I thought. It's going to be 3rd and 5 from their own 11-yard line. Oconomowoc owning the third quarter, having tied things up. And now a big 3rd down here. Vuka brought back, has time, now escapes the pocket, rolling right, looking for a receiver, throws far sideline, out of bounds, and 3 and out once again for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats had 11 first downs in the first half, none so far here in the second half. As what's really starting to come through on both sides of the football is line play. And those big offensive defensive linemen for Oconomowoc starting to assert themselves here in the second half. So the Wildcats now have to punt from their own end zone. In fact, the Raccoons receivers for the punt are on this side of the 50-yard line. High snap brought down Punt straight up in the air. Very short punt is going to bounce at the 32 and be downed right there. Wow, does Oconomowoc have some good field position to start this third drive here in the second half. They are at the Verona 33-yard line. And all the momentum right now favoring the visiting Raccoons. Good, we told you that they're going to be at home for the next 3 weeks as well. All conference play. Kettle Moraine next week for Oconomowoc. Verona will be at home next week as well, but then they're going to hit the road for 3 games, as we'll get to their schedule here in just a second. As run to the left side, Seraphin upended as he crossed the 30 to the 28, a pickup of 5 for the senior tailback. For Verona, next week they are at home again. Janesville Parker is coming into town. It'll be the first conference game of the season, and nothing but conference games ahead for Verona. Some umbrellas now coming out. 2nd down and 5. High snap, bobbled, but still brought down for Seraphin, who battles his way up to the 25, a pickup of 3, and a good job not to fumble that time. 25 carries, 114 yards for Seraphin. So 3rd down and short, we'll call it 3rd and 2, maybe 1.5 yards basically to get for Oconomowoc, and I'm sure they got 2 cracks to get it. Ma was the receiver to the near side. Tight end in motion. The give is going to be to Seraphin straight up the middle. 1st down and a little bit more on a pickup of 3. 8th 1st down of the second half for Oconomowoc. Seraphin up to 117 yards. More importantly, too, I think for Oconomowoc, no penalties here in the second half. They were really shooting themselves in the foot in half number 1, but not here in the second half. Rain now falling harder. It's a damp night. It's a good night to be up in the press box. 1st and 10. Munzel is going to throw. He's got his man across the 10-yard line, and down to the 8. It is Cooper Mao on a pickup of 14 yards. Cooper Mao's 3rd catch of the night for 43 yards, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Oconomowoc. The ball at the 8-yard line. And now there is a flag actually on the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct is going to go against Oconomowoc. Holy cow. Well, I guess I spoke a little too soon on the flag, give him the old announcer's jinx. I apologize for that. Five penalties, 53 yards against Oconomowoc. It is 1st and 10, but now the ball comes all the way back to the 22-yard line. So instead of 1st and goal from the 7, it's 1st and 10 from the 22. Seraphin breaks through. He'll move the chains on a pickup of 10 and a run straight up the middle by Seraphin. Yards starting to accumulate now. 27 carries, 127 yards and a touchdown for Alex Seraphin. At 5'10", 200 pounds, that is a low center of gravity, and running behind a big offensive line. Oconomowoc now starting to get some yards in chunks here in the second half. Again, it is Seraphin, and while the offensive line blowing the Wildcats back, Seraphin gets down to the 5. Well, actually, they were at the 13, so it wasn't first and goal. It was a pickup of 8 for Seraphin. And it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 5-yard line. That offensive line just blowing Verona off the ball right now. The defense is going to have to dig in. They are undersized compared to that Oconomowoc line. Offset I, give to Seraphin, left side, and this time the Verona defense able to step up and bury Seraphin in the backfield for a loss of 2. Well, you could see that rain really coming down on the replay. And you take a look at Seraphin just getting swarmed under. 29 carries, 133 yards, and a touchdown for Seraphin, but a big play here. 3rd and 4. From the 7. Will Munzel go to the air out of the pistol? He is going to go to the air. Left side pass is complete and close to that first down marker. As I think that was Seraphin coming out of the backfield. They have 4th down up on the marker, and it looks like he's going to be just a yard shy. Wow. So it is 4th down and a half a yard to go. Seraphin is the lone setback, gets the shotgun snap, and is near the goal line, but it's going to be just shy. More importantly, though, it's 1st and goal from about the half-yard line. Big first down there. As in this short yardage, it seems like Oconomowoc likes to just put Seraphin in the shotgun, wildcat kind of a look, and just blast forward with that huge offensive line. And they are now just a half-yard away from taking the lead in this game. This time it'll be Munzel under center. Wide receivers left and right. Give us to Seraphin, straight up the middle. Left side, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oconomowoc. And they have the lead, and now a flag flies late. Might have been a little too much celebration as Seraphin able to find pay dirt. I don't know. Football's a pretty emotional game, and scoring touchdowns ain't easy. If you've ever played the game of football, it's rough to score a touchdown. And getting one, having an emotional reaction, I don't know why everything has to be so muted. Let the guys celebrate a little bit. It's a hard game. They're playing out in the rain. It's windy. It's a cool night here for August. It is an unsportsmanlike conduct, so a touchdown is good. And I'm guessing that that penalty is enforced on the kick. Or will it be on the extra point? I think actually Coach Riley will have his choice here if he wants it on the extra point or on the kickoff. I don't know. It might be a case where you might want it on the extra point. They're going to enforce it on the kickoff. I would think you'd want to make it a long extra point kick. Save that point. Instead, you're basically making it a pretty easy kick for the Raccoon freshman kicker. That student section, they're fired up over there for Oconomowoc. So blackout for Verona looks almost like a whiteout for Oconomowoc. Kick is going to be blocked, so they don't get the extra point anyways. And with 7:05 left in this ball game, that could be huge. It's Oconomowoc 13, Verona 7 here on Battle Lines.
Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. the absolute best place to watch sporting events with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.
All right, let's reset the situation for you here. 7 minutes, 5 seconds left to go. Oconomowoc does not convert the extra point, so it makes it a 6-point Oconomowoc lead. Both teams with a full assortment of timeouts. The 15-yard penalty that was assessed after the touchdown is now happening here on the kickoff. So Oconomowoc will need to kick off from their own 25-yard line, and that could come into play. A touchdown and an extra point conversion, and Verona takes this football game. It's been tough sledding for the Wildcats here in the second half. They have yet to convert a first down after getting 11 of them in the first half. So this penalty really could come back to bite Oconomowoc. It is the second unsportsmanlike conduct of the second half and the 8th accepted penalty for 73 yards. That hidden yardage can really come back to hurt you. So here's the kickoff, and a high end over end kick's going to be taken at the 25-yard line. Going to be great field position for Verona, or at least it was going to be. Flags are flying. The Oconomowoc coaches knew it. There was a block in the back or a clip that happened around the 40-yard line. And that is bad news for Verona. Wildcats were going to get the ball across midfield, but this penalty is the second of the second half. It is a hold. So a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And I think it's going to put the Wildcats back around the 27-yard line. So instead of having the ball at the 47 of Oconomowoc, it's the 27 of Verona. Wow. That's almost a 30-yard swing. So 1st and 10 from the 27, a tick under 7 minutes for the ball game. Vucabrat, the quarterback, 0 for 2 here in the second half. In the shotgun, being flushed out to his left. Still looking for a receiver. Now is going to pick it up and run with it across the 25 to the 26. A loss of a yard. So that's going to go as a sack. And the third of the ball game for Oconomowoc. Vucabrat had time originally, but then the defensive end came crashing around his right side. So it's 2nd and 11 from the 26. Clock stopped with Vucabrat stepping out of bounds. Who knows? This could be the last drive of the ball game for the Wildcats. Two safety look facing Vucabrat on 2nd and 11. Junior quarterback will loft one down the left sideline, too long. Taking a shot for Knutson. And it is going to be 3rd and 11. So Vucabrat, who was 4 for 8 for 35 yards and a touchdown in the first half, is now 0 for 3 here in the second half. 3rd and 11. And the Wildcat offense now has become basically one-dimensional, trailing by 6 here with 6:46 left. Well, you had plenty of time to run the football, and running the football is how Verona was making hay in half number 1. Not sure they needed to turn to a straight passing attack, but now on 3rd and 11, it's almost a given. Now it's going to be a draw play, and avoiding one tackler is Genning. Gets close to the first down. Boy, nice run by Kason Genning across the 35 to the 36, a pickup of 10. And it's going to be 4th and 1, and Verona is going to keep their offense out on the field. Vucabrat ran to the sideline to get the call from Coach Riley. 4th and 1, clock ticking, just about 6 minutes left in this football game. I formation behind Vucabrat. two wide receivers, and to give us to the fullback straight up the middle. It's going to be close, but first down yardage is gained on the play, as it was Grady on the carry, his first carry of the second half. He now has 10 carries for 60 yards. More importantly, the first down of the second half for Verona. So they were facing 3rd and 11, a draw play and a fullback dive. Nets a first down for the Wildcats, ball resting on their own 38-yard line. Vukabrant out of the pistol, two wide receivers right, one left. High snap, gives straight up the middle, nothing doing. I don't think I have given Platt Breitzman enough credit today for stuffing some holes, but the big 280-pound junior has been doing a nice job in the middle of the Raccoon defense, as has Patrick Roker, 6'4", 305, senior right up the middle. So a loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 11. Clock continues to run. We're inside of 5 minutes. Oconomowoc showing blitz. 6 guys on the line. Blitz is coming straight up the middle. Vukabrant throws over the middle. Hit a man, bobbled and dropped on the play. That was Weisensell, who caught a touchdown back in the first half. He was open as a tight end came free, but it was thrown a little bit behind him, came off of Weisensell's hands, and now it's going to be 3rd and 11 again. Gabe Weisensell at 6'3", huge target for Vukabrant. Emmett Vukabrant, junior quarterback, looking for his first completion of the second half. Just 4 of 12 for the ball game for 35 yards and a touchdown. So 3rd and 11. And a timeout is going to be burned here by Coach Logie and Oconomowoc. So 4:45 left in the game. Big 3rd and 11 when we return here on Battle Lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers.
Some of the stuff that I have here is starting to get a little bit wet. The rain continues to fall. You know, I could close the window, but I really don't want to. I like the feel of the game and like hearing the crowd and knowing what the players are kind of going through. We're still pretty comfortable up here in the press box. And what a game it has been here in week 2 of the Wisconsin Prep season. 13-7, Oconomowoc, all 13 points in the second half. Verona scored a touchdown on their opening drive. They have been held scoreless since, and now they have a big 3rd and 11 from their own 37-yard line with 4:45 left in this game. A missed extra point accounts for Oconomowoc right now, not having 14 after 2 touchdowns. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. Vukabrant across the middle, has a man. It is complete out to midfield. Weisensell on the catch. So on 3rd and 11, a pickup of 13 yards on the first completion of the second half for Vukabrant, and it goes to Weisensell. So Weisensell, a 12-yard touchdown catch, also a 13-yard conversion right there. 1st and 10, clock runs. And again, for Verona, this might be it. It might be do or die on this drive. Fortunately for them, the rain has really let up. It was coming down just about 10 minutes ago. But drier conditions, again, good footing on that turf surface. As rolling right, Vukabrant being chased there, and will try to find Weisensell. He was separated from the football. Nice job defensively for Oconomowoc, as it looked like Weisensell was going to have another catch, but a big hit out around the 45-yard line, brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 3:59 for the ball game. A lot of drama here in the second week. Verona, again, would love to square their record at 1-1 going into conference play, hosting Janesville Parker next week. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left for Vukabrad. Gennin in the backfield. Out of the shotgun, snap, Vukabrad getting chased to the left. Flag on the play as Vukabrad goes out of bounds, and that is right in the area of holding. And it is a holding call that's going to go against the Verona Wildcats. Happened right around the 44-yard line. But they'll just mark off 10 yards from the 49 back to the 39. It's going to be 2nd down and 20 for the Wildcats. Seventh penalty, 65 yards marched off against Verona. That was one of the bigger ones so far, 2nd and 20. Oconomowoc with 2 safeties, linebackers back off to around the 48-yard line. Draw play, room there as a big gain across the 50-yard line, as that was Gennin on the carry, and a pickup of 12 to make it 3rd and manageable. It'll be 3rd and 8. Boy, Gennin wasn't even touched until he was tackled at the 49. 38 yards on 8 carries for Kason Gennin. So 3rd down, 8 to go. Ball at the 49 of Oconomowoc. Verona's picked up some big 3rd downs already on this drive. Couple of 3rd and 11s. Play action, rolling right, and the pass complete to Weisensells, brought down by a couple of tacklers at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 5, and it'll be 4th down now and short. Make it 4th, and we'll call it 3 from the 44-yard line. Clock continues to move. 2:40, 2:39. Verona getting up on the ball. 4th and 3, you can do pass or run in this situation. Vukabrad out of shotgun. Oconomowoc shows blitz. They're coming. Pressure on Vukabrad across the middle. It's incomplete. Overthrown. No flag on the play. The intended receiver was Erdman, as Verona will turn it over on downs. And with 2:21 left, they do have 3 timeouts, so they could stop the clock 3 times. But for the Raccoons, here's the situation. A 1st down probably wins it for you. So Verona's defense is going to have to stiffen up, and I'm sure they're going to have to do it against Alex Serafin. Serafin, 31 carries, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's got 10 yards to go for a victory now, as a give up the middle, dragging a tackler with him. Serafin will forge ahead to the 47-yard line on a pickup of 3, and a quick timeout by Verona. So 2:16 left in the ball game. Oconomowoc leads by 6 here on Battle Lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers. Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events with our perfectly placed 25 TVs.
Second down, give to Seraphin. He keeps fighting to get ahead. And maybe a yard, and that is all, as another quick timeout by Verona. It'll be 3rd down and 7 as the ball is spotted on the 46-yard line of Oconomowoc. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go. And if Oconomowoc can get the first down, they will effectively end this ball game. They should be able to run the clock out from there. So 3rd and 7 from the 47. Verona scored a touchdown on their first drive, a long drive that took up nearly 8 minutes, capped off by a touchdown pass from Vukabrat to Weisensell. A 12-yarder made it 7-0 Verona. That was our score at halftime. Oconomowoc came out in the second half on their second drive. They scored a touchdown. Seraphin from 4 yards out, a yard out, made it a 7-7 game, and then Seraphin with another 1-yard touchdown plunge here in the fourth quarter has made it 13-7. Oconomowoc missed the extra point on 3rd down. They were going to pass. Throw over to the near sideline is caught for a first down. And the clock will stop as they move the chains. Kintop on the catch. A pickup of 9 on 3rd and 7. 5th catch of the ball game. Oh no, check that. They're going to call that incomplete. Well, the Oconomowoc sideline was going kind of crazy. They seemed to be excited about it. I thought for sure it was a catch. There was a ref that had spotted it there. Oh, it's a penalty. I didn't see that flag on the field. Hold everything. That's my bad. That's 10-yard march off against Oconomowoc. 9th penalty, 83 yards, and that was huge. That was your ball game right there. Instead, it becomes 3rd and a long way to go. Make it 3rd and 17. Clock stopped at 2:08. Munzel is going to throw, swings it out to Seraphin, who breaks one tackle but is not going to break the other 8 tacklers that come in. And a loss on the play of a yard. So it is going to be 4th down. The clock is stopped. 2 minutes left in the game. It's almost like a 2-minute warning, but it is the 3rd and final timeout taken by the Wildcats. 13-7. Oconomowoc will have the final 2 minutes for you when we return here on Battle Lines.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers.
Here we go, big punt here. 4th and 21, the ball on the 34-yard line of Oconomowoc. Pressure, but the punt is away, and it bounces at the 40-yard line, continues to roll inside the 35 to the 34, down to the 33-yard line of Verona. So, with 1:49 left, the Wildcats are out of timeouts. They will need to go 67 yards for a touchdown against this Oconomowoc defense that has not given up a score since the first drive of the ball game. Emmett Vukabrat here in the second half is only 2 for 7 throwing the football for 18 yards. He's going to have to do better than that here on this drive. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Vukabrat in the pocket, just 3 Raccoons rush, and now Vukabrat's got to throw it away. Just 3 rushers, but Oconomowoc was able to get home, and now an injury. Boy, after the play, going down on there is Ben Weber. Weber, a 6'4", 215-pound defensive lineman, and he is down on the ground. So he was upright. The play ended. He went down, and it looks like a cramp. I mean, you don't want to speculate for sure, but that looks exactly like a cramp. As we'll hold it right here as Weber is down. One of the things that I think players don't take for granted sometimes on a cooler day, and it's been in the 60s the entire time, and there's been some rain, and there was cloud cover earlier, is that you could still cramp up. You still need to hydrate on a day like today. When you're playing hard like that, boy, oh boy, it could still get to you, and that's what's happening to Weber right now. And those cramps, if you've ever had one, and maybe not as an athlete, you ever had one in the middle of the night where you wake up and, oh my goodness, your leg was just attacking you with a big leg cramp? They can hurt like a son of a gun, and that's what Weber is experiencing right now, it looks like, as they try to work that cramp out. Telltale sign whenever they try to lift the leg, bend the toes backwards, that is usually a cramp, and that's usually good news, at least, because more often than not, a cramp isn't something that's serious. A couple of players are going to come out on the field right now to help Weber get off of it. Still on the ground, getting looked at. Again, 13-7 is our score. 1:43 is left, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10 after the misfire by Vukebrand. 6 for 16 for 53 yards and a touchdown for Vukebrand. As being taken off the field is Weber. Fans show some appreciation for him. After a home game next week for Verona against Parker, it's on the road for 3 straight weeks at Memorial, at La Follette, and at Middleton, as the Big 8 season will get started for the Wildcats. But first things first, they're trying to pick up a home win here in non-conference action in what has been one hard-fought battle against Oconomowoc. Again, the Coons rush 3, and I think they're going to get home, and they do. Minimal loss on the play for Vukebrand. In fact, probably got it right back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 10. Clock running. 1:23, and now a whistle and a timeout taken by Oconomowoc. So I don't think that the Raccoons were ready for that. So timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. It's 13-7 Oconomowoc on Battle Lines.
Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.
Take a look at the Verona student section. A blackout tonight for the Wildcat faithful, and they are trying to cheer their team on, trailing 13-7, 1:23 left in the ballgame. 3rd and 10, no timeouts for Verona. Emmett Vukebrand, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Again, Oconomowoc rushes just 3. Now a 4th comes in. Vukebrand lines up, throws over the middle, incomplete. Through the hands of Knutson at midfield, and now it's going to be 4th and 10. Verona has to convert here, or the game is effectively over, as Oconomowoc can just take a victory formation and kneel their way to a 2-0 start. The Wildcats have converted on 3rd and 11 twice here in the second half. That's 2 out of their 3 second half first downs. A lot of first downs in the first half. Not much to speak of here in the second half, as here we go. 4th down. Vukebrand with time, throws long, over the middle. It is picked off at the 45. Going down at midfield is Brady Block, the senior defensive back, with an interception, and that should ice it for Oconomowoc. Wow. This Oconomowoc defense, after giving up a lot of yards on the ground and an opening touchdown drive, has really stiffened up here for the last 3 quarters. And the Raccoons should come out of here with a hard-fought victory in what has been a great game here in Verona. Victory formation now, that's what they call it, as Oconomowoc looking to get out of Dodge with a 2-0 start. They snap it out of the shotgun, and there's one knee, and I think it's basically just going to take one more for Oconomowoc to win this one. Trailing 7-0 in the second half, Oconomowoc scored touchdowns on their second and third drives of the second half and are looking to leave here with a 13-7 win over Verona. Conference play starts next week. Oconomowoc back at home against Kettle Moraine. Verona will also be at home hosting Janesville Parker, and that'll do it. Final knee is taken down. Student section going crazy on the far sideline for the Raccoons as they come into Verona and come from behind in the second half to win it by the final score of 13-7. What a game. Glad that I was able to pinch hit for Joe Miller here tonight. Got to call a good one. We would like to also thank our sponsors, Draft House, Miller's Supermarket, and Cardinal Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. As your final score from Verona tonight is Oconomowoc 13, Verona 7. My thanks to Mitch McDowell, who's been keeping us on the air tonight. Everything looked great tonight, Mitch, and I thought all of the sights and sounds are fantastic. We hope you enjoyed it as well, and we will see you next time here on Battle Lines. Rich Reynolds signing off. Have a good night, everybody.
It's a good game. That always helps. The blowouts are the ones that are really hard to call. So at least those are better. It's actually in all my years of doing football, it's the first football game I've ever called with no color game. I've never done one solo. Baseball I've done solo a million times, but never football. Isn't that hard? No, well, football's one of the easier games to call. I think football is pretty easy. It really works well with two people because then there's a rhythm to it. But it's one of the easier games to call. Do you need a hand packing anything up?
I guess we can just kind of continue to talk.
Yeah.
As I'm packing stuff up. But I haven't thrown it down yet here. I'm still rolling. I'm sure the Oconomowoc people appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all I gotta do is push stuff.
It's a good one to call two halves, right? Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, I was saying it in the first half. I just thought your size was good. Yeah. The surface is low, but it's down. He's a thing that ever plays defense. I don't want to hit that. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to hit that.
Miller & Sons Supermarket in Verona and Mount Horeb has served the community since 1902. You can see weekly specials on their website and Instagram. Shop online, download our app, and shop the savings and quality Miller's provides for the community. If they don't have it, they will get it, as Miller's is dedicated to their customers. Draft House Restaurant, located at 1010 Enterprise Drive in Verona, serves up a menu lineup that will cure anyone's hunger. Draft House can also host parties for your events. They have NFL tickets, so come watch your favorite team. Serving lunch, dinner, and everything in between, open daily at 11 a.m. The absolute best place to watch sporting events with our perfectly placed 25 TVs with an atmosphere that's hard to beat.